Hello there. Firstly, Happy New Year to you. Today is the 2nd of January 2018 as I record this video. Well, broadcasting it live, but the replay will be there. It's 3:13 p.m. United Kingdom Greenwich Mean Time, and just as the title above or below this video, depending on where you're actually seeing it, says, the subject matter in a nutshell is just to briefly explain why I left yesterday of my own accord the practitioners group for practitioners of Stephen Blake's OldPain2Go approach, of which I am a qualified and certified practitioner, and I'm delighted to say that I recommend the training by Martin Rothery of Future Health Therapy Centre in Chesterfield. However, I left the group because ultimately, as you'll see explained at the link above or below this video, the blog page, and also in the discussion that will take place in my Facebook hypnosis group, the link of which again is above or below this video, and you're free to join. Basically, there was not enough attention, indeed next to none, attention or importance placed on duty of care laws, health and safety laws and legislation, and associated best practice and other legislation and laws that are relevant, such as First Aid at Work Act and loads of other things that there's experts out there far more qualified and knowledgeable about than me. Hence, on my hypnosis group at the link above or below this video, I'm going to encourage my colleagues such as Stuart Harrison Cassells, and to some of you as Harrison the Hypnotist, who's you see at my live events. He's an experienced health and safety consultant for massive live events, very dangerous things. So he's really versed in risk assessment and stuff, and has applied his skills in therapy to help advise therapists on health and safety matters. Also my colleague, Dr. Will Archer, who was, until he retired, the health and safety competent person for the General Hypnotherapy Standards Council. And another colleague of mine, Stuart Gavin, who does courses in business compliance and other laws and health and safety and duty of care stuff that's relevant in business, all businesses, but also he's got insight, because he does therapy, into how it applies to us therapists, hypnotherapists, NLPs, indeed any area of complementary alternative medicine or holistic health, should be paying attention to duty of care, health and safety. The safety of the client should be upmost. Duty of care laws also on health and safety also protect you, because you know what, if you're not abiding by them fully, the truth is, if ever someone did try and make a claim against you, whether it had foundation or not, the fact is, if it was investigated and found that you weren't abiding by your legal duty of care and that you hadn't got all the health and safety things and other stuff in place, then the chances are your insurance policy would be invalidated, and such you would have to foot potentially a massive legal bill and a massive damages bill that for most people could ultimately bankrupt them and force them into selling their home and stuff. That is why you must read the small print on your insurance policy. Most people, scaringly, don't seem to read their hypnotherapy insurance policy to totally check what would invalidate it. Because if you don't abide by statute laws and common law and health and safety laws and duty of care laws and best practice as it applies in your country, then in the vast majority of cases, you will have automatically invalidated your insurance policy as a therapist. So these are bigger considerations. It's not just about protecting the client and making the industry safer. It's about protecting you as a therapist. So that if someone was to make a vindictive claim where you weren't in the wrong, but you still got to prove yourself through legal recourse, that your insurance would actually cover you. And it will only definitely cover you if you've abided by duty of care laws, health and safety laws, and other relevant things. So I left the OldPain2Go group because basically I was told that they weren't particularly that interested, and that I was basically accused of scaremongering, and it was said, oh no, we should just concentrate on helping the client. Don't, if you get caught up looking at the legal stuff and the legislation and the red tape, that clients could pass you by that you need to help. Well, sorry, but I disagree. You've got to have your duty of care, your health and safety stuff, your legal compliance, your best practice and all that stuff in place right from the start, so that you are legally and lawfully able to operate, so that you do not potentially put clients in a position of danger, and so that you don't potentially put yourself in a position of danger of potentially invalidating your insurance cover. So look, I invite you to share this video with everyone you know in the world of therapy. It's not just for mind therapists. This applies to complementary and alternative medicine, holistic health practitioners, in fact, anyone in the arena of complementary holistic health or mind therapy or anything of that nature, basically. Duty of care laws, health and safety, best practice, and other related legislation and laws are relevant, because if you don't abide by them, you could down the line face major hot water and find that when you do, God forbid that happens, but if you did and you'd not abided by certain things and had certain things in place, then arguably your insurance may well be invalidated, because one of the prerequisites of most insurance policies I've ever seen is that you operate in a legal and lawful manner, which would mean and would include arguably abiding by all relevant health and safety, duty of care laws, and other relevant legislation on such like. So please check out my blog page above this and below this, where you'll also find the opportunity to download 3 free training manuals on hypnotherapy, and there'll be links to dozens of free training videos. Plus on the actual blog page there is some training about using hypnotic techniques and eye movement techniques and other similar techniques for pain control and pain elimination, but in a manner that is completely legal, lawful, safe, and therefore fully insured, because your insurance policy will be valid manner, where your client's protected and safe at all times, and that you, the therapist, are also protected because you've abided by duty of care laws, health and safety laws, and whatnot. We're going to continue the health and safety discussion, the duty of care discussion, the best practice discussion, the legal compliance discussion in my Facebook group, where my comments cannot be deleted, because in the OldPain2Go group, that's another reason why I left. Many of my comments got deleted that were giving resources and help in relation to these topics. So we're going to continue that in my Facebook group, which is at the link above or below this video, which you can join for free just by clicking on the link that's above or below this video. But before you join that conversation, be sure to check out the blog page, again, that's at the link above or below this video, and share this video with everyone you know. It really doesn't matter whether you do pain control or not. If you do any form of complementary or alternative medicine, holistic health, or related things in mind therapy or anything at all really, then you have got an obligation to look into, study, and put into action all relevant health and safety laws, duty of care laws, best practice, and other relevant legislation and laws to ensure both your safety and the client's safety. And it scares me how little attention is paid to these subject matters by most therapy courses out there. But I give you the solutions and the links to the resources and discounts for them at the link above and below this video. Happy New Year. Please share this video with everyone you know. Encouraging health and safety and abiding by it, and abiding by all relevant duty of care laws, best practice, and other legislation can only help make the hypnotherapy, NLP, and related industries more respectable and help them in the long term going forward. So let's make that happen right now. Happy New Year to you. Join the group above. Check out the link above or below over the blog page. Come and join the discussion in the group. Bye for now.